one that will actually just kill me.
Cheers, gamers, it's your boy Kentman, and today I'm going to be doing a Brown Dust 2 summoning guide video. First time for me. Now, since I talk a lot about Senran Kagura, and I really love Brown Dust 2, and Senran Kagura is the reason why I even started playing Brown Dust 2, and now it's my favorite gacha game of all time. So I feel like I have a lot to say, as well as, you know, it's kind of like my anniversary, so I have to say something, you know? And they're going to be bringing in Kagura in tomorrow, which is supposed to release tomorrow, because it's the 7th, yeah. So, now, who to focus on more, who to focus on less, or should you go all in for everybody? But first, the thing that you need to know is that Yomi right here will be a free character. As long as you log in every day and you do all the objectives, you'll be able to get her weapon as well as her costume 5 times just for free by logging on. And she's a pretty useful character for like early PvE content, and maybe be very useful for PvP, as she hits 4 times and her attack hits all characters within the range that she's able to. So she is a pretty usable character if you want to try her out. However, there is characters that is more useful than she is. Now, next we have Yozakura, who also is a win unit, which I don't know why they made Yomi, Yozakura, and Hikage all 3 win units, when I feel like Hikage would have been better as a darkness character, but we'll get to her. Either way, now Yozakura is the only character that I haven't been able to truly figure out. I haven't really used her. Now, some people say that she's really, really good, but some people say that she's not that good. I do know that she's really good in PvP. However, I don't know how useful she is in the regular game of the story and everything else. But if she's your favorite character for Senran Kagura, which I can see why, I would definitely go all out for her if you have the luxury to do so. However, there's 2 characters that is a little bit more better useful for all modes versus just Yozakura. Next, which is Yumi. Now, Yumi is probably it depends on the situation, on what you're doing, and how you essentially play. And both Hikage and Yumi are the best benefits for your teams, as Yumi here has the ability to attack 5 times and Frostbite, which does damage over time. But the only downside to this is that you have to do her burst every single time, at least for 3 turns in a row, to keep that Frostbite going for it to stack. Every time it stacks, it does even more damage. And if you also get it up to 5 out of 5, it does crazy numbers. Now, my goal is to get her 5 out of 5 this collab, because it's 1, Yumi is my favorite character from Senran Kagura, and 2, I just want to do that for her because I think she deserves it. Now, the other character that I think is the best benefit for most people's teams is Hikage. Now, her kit is actually really just basic. It's just a straight DPS. However, she has the ability to attack up to 12 times within a chain, which is pretty good if you're trying to get a big chain combo, while also having the ability to attack very strong. And then when you 5 out of 5 her, she hits crazy numbers as well. At a point of time, she was the Darien, or no, she was the Wilhelmina of the game before Wilhelmina came out, because Wilhelmina pretty much does the same thing, but for water units. So if you go to here and go to her costumes, her basic outfit essentially does the same exact thing, but just for water units. So because Hikage was so good, they gave it to someone else that most people can actually get in the game. Now, the also thing you have to worry about is their weapons. Every character has a weapon that you will have to spend money on, and if you don't get them, then they'll be gone forever. So I definitely implore you to spend some tickets and gems to get these. Now, again, not everyone's going to be able to source up enough tickets or crystals or the luck to get every single character. So if you want a real viable team, then I would focus mostly on Yumi and Hikage. But then there's Kagura, who's going to be a fire unit. We don't really know her skill sets at all at the moment, but she looks like she's going to be a pretty useful character, especially since she's fire and she's going to be a different element than wind. And most fire units are pretty broken in this game. Just to be clear. So I'm assuming that she's going to be pretty lethal as well. Maybe they might give her the same ability as Akagi, where she also has the ability to attack 12 times in a row, or she might have some different strats. Maybe we need a buffer, because we don't really have a lot of buffers in the fire units, but I'm actually pretty excited to see her. But we do have an animation in the video for her, so let's check that out real quick, because I haven't really truly watched it, so why not watch it right now? So here we go. Let me mute the actual audio over here, and let's check it out. Look at my girls! Senran Kagura! Now, I'll wait till after the video. So yeah, she's a noble flame, which is a fire unit. What's an expected fire unit, but I'll take it. We got Yomi. I don't know why they censor Yomi like that, but she got some big old head, so I guess it makes sense. Akagi, very odd, of course, a return character. And Yosakura. This is pretty much in how they released too. And Yumi. They saved Yumi for last, so very odd. Okay, so pretty much, yes. It's the exact same way. Let's finish it out. Bro, Kagura was not expected. Now, there was rumors that this was going to return, so I knew it was coming back. I just didn't expect them were going to bring another character. And the character I was not expecting was in Kagura. I'll take it because Kagura is my second favorite character, and then it goes to Kagi. However, I was expecting Asuka because Asuka technically is already in the game through the Senran Kagura story, along with Homura and Kagura. And I think someone else. I think it's Murakuma. Murakuma is in the game as well. But for some reason, they chose Kagura, which wasn't in the game originally at all. So that is an interesting thing. But hey, I'm not mad at it. Maybe because they're sharing the love a little bit, because we just had the Lost Sword collab, and we had Akagi, Yumi, and Asuka in that. So maybe they're trying to show a little bit of love for other characters. You know a character that does need some love? Katsuguri, because she hasn't been in a collab or anything in a long time. In a long time. And I know Katsuguri fans are hurting. And Mirai. Mirai hasn't been in a game, in a collab recently either. At all, actually. I don't think she's ever been in a collab or in a video or a game. Because at least most of these characters, I think except for Yosakura, is in Azure Lane as well. So yeah, for the most part, if I remember it correctly, Yosakura came out first, so you'll get her first, and then Akagi, and then Yumi will be the last, and then I'm assuming that Kagura will be the last person after Yumi because she's the newest character. And the way I would focus on it is summon for Yosakura, maybe get her 1, maybe 2, and then try to work on Akagi, try to get Akagi to 5 out of 5 because she's a really good character, and then worry about Yumi, get her to at least 3, and then get Kagura. And once you get Kagura, then you can worry about everybody else. Now, Yomi is the only one that you probably will definitely be able to get 5 out of 5 plus her weapon, because then you have to worry about the weapons as well, as I said. So do with that information as you will. I would definitely recommend summoning for these characters. 1, because they're collab characters and they'll never probably come back again, likely. 2, the other thing to keep in mind is that out of all the collab characters, I do think they're the second best characters in the game, because the best collab characters are the Misaki Tensei characters. Masashi Tensei. I think that's how you say that. I had to remember a little bit. But the best characters in the game is the Masashi Tensei characters, as they also got different costumes to make them a little bit more viable in this game, because that's how the game works. And then It depends on who you're using specifically for the Goblin Slayer collab characters, as Sword Maiden can be very useful, and I got her 5 out of 5, so it's kind of a little bit different. But Princess, the Priestess can be pretty good. I don't think the High Elf Archer is all that good. And then you have Goblin Slayer, who is decent enough, but not all that good. But you give him 5 out of 5, basically just log it in. But I think that's all the collab. They only had 3 collabs. So I do think they're like the second best. I hope with this collab that they actually, with this collab though, I know they're bringing in Kagura, but what I hope that they do as like something they're not telling us is that they actually give Senran Kagura another costume, because I mean, I know that would add a lot more of like cost to it. However, Senran Kagura does have different costumes, especially like their new Link costumes. And it would be nice to see if they got a extra costume than just the ones that they got. And hopefully they do add one more for them, because I feel like they deserve it. Because then that feels like then they would have to do another for Goblin Slayer, but they don't have to. I mean, Senran Kagura is better than Goblin Slayer anyway. I'm kidding. Either way, I mean, I'm not kidding. But either way, that is going to do it for my summoning guide video on the Senran Kagura characters. If you guys was thinking about summoning for them, and I definitely recommend it if you play Brown Dust 2 and love Senran Kagura, I definitely recommend it because one, it shows that people are interested in Senran Kagura and will possibly get a new Senran Kagura game at some present moment. And two, with more favor on collabs, that means we'll get more collabs in the future, and hopefully maybe it's like Stellar Blade, or maybe High School DxD, or something else that's fitting of Brown Dust 2, and it would be hot. That's just what I'm thinking. Anyway, that's all I'm going to say for this video. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Since my years of playing Brown Dust 2, I think I'm very satisfied with my account. It could be better, it could be worse, but you know, I have the luck and the luxury to kind of get all these characters to 5 out of 5. Most of it is just me playing the game. The only time I have spent money on the game was through skins alone. Also, I forgot to mention this last little part. If you want to know what their bursts are and which one you should favor, here's Yumi's, which is pretty good. It's pretty tamed at most, but it's pretty good, pretty nice. Then here is Yozakura. She does like a shock ball and it flies back. Clothes get a little ripped. Not that bad. Not too bad. Not too bad. Then there's Yumi's. Little clothes damage. That's about it. Nothing else. But then there is which I gotta say, Hikage always gets the best treatment. She has the best animation and best burst, and it's pretty hot. So do with that information what you will, if that helps you with your decision. But let me know if you want to see more summoning or just helpful guides like this for other gacha games or just Brown Dust 2 in general, because then I'll definitely make them more inclined to do that. But with other case, remember that fan service is the best kind of service, and I'll see you in the next video next time. Bye me.